I can't stop procrastinating and it starts to affect every part of my life. So, let's talk about procrastination today from a slightly different angle. We think we have a procrastination problem. We think we have a problem with doing something. But this post actually highlights what I really want to demonstrate to you today. Lately, I've been feeling really bad about my life. I wake up late, I can't stay focused on a task without getting distracted scrolling on my phone. I keep procrastinating everything until the last minute. But the thing is, when you are not doing something until the last minute, you are still spending time doing something. You're not doing anything. You're not idling until it's the last minute and then you scurry to do something. The time that you are spending not doing what you want to do is filled with activity. So we don't exactly have a procrastination problem. We don't exactly have an inaction problem, because if you actually had an inaction procrastination problem, you would just be literally paralyzed, not doing anything. But again, the time you are spending buffering until you arrive at the last minute to do something is still spent doing something. So what you have to realize is the actual problem to solve is I really can't get myself to do something I don't want to do. But then you might reply, but I actually want to do this. And this is a great time to remind you, because everybody I've spoken to in recent days has been telling me, thank you for reminding me. You're not just your thoughts. In your head, you might be thinking, oh, that's easy. I could just do that. In your head, you might be thinking, oh yeah, I could totally do that and I really want to do that. But your head isn't what really matters. When it comes time to do it, do you really want to do it? Anybody can theoretically quit their jobs. But when I ask them if you really are going to submit a resignation, they can't. There's a big gap between what you think about things and how you actually live your life. So again, tying this back into the original topic at hand today, you don't have a procrastination problem based on today's perspective. You have a problem with doing things you don't want to do. But at times, there are times in life where you need to do things you don't necessarily want to do. There are times where something you don't want to do is good for you. And in converse of that, there are times when something you really want to do is bad for you. So ultimately, when you know what's good for you and bad for you, when you're able to clearly see it, action taking becomes a lot easier. But if you're distracted by all these things that have nothing to do with you, of course, decisions around you are going to be a little bit more difficult. So today's perspective is kind of looking at procrastination from another angle. You don't have an inaction problem. You have a problem with doing things you don't want to do. And that tends to destigmatize a lot better, right? So, has anyone experienced something like this? Literally everyone I know has this problem of having difficulty doing something that they don't want to do. So, naturally, this is not that big of a unique, big problem for yourself, although it is getting more common with technology advancement these days. But it's something that your ancestors and everyone in the face of this earth has struggled with once. And what does that mean? There are people who have overcome this problem. This is a solved problem. Now, if you fully understand and accept that this is a solved problem, then you can look for solutions with the basis, with the foundational understanding that this is a solved problem and I can solve this problem. With that belief starts the work of practice of doing things regardless of what your brain thinks, right? And if you're looking for, well, how do I actually do that, Billy? Check out my Buddhist practices guide, which is designed to help you do exactly that. It develops your ability to do things that you set out to do. Of course, it's hard, it's challenging, but the nice thing is, it's the only guaranteed way that you are going to be able to move your life. Other things depend on luck, other things depend on chance, other things depend on your mood. But when you know how to work with yourself, you are the reliable, you are dependable, you become your 100% cooperative partner in your life full of actions. So, check out my Buddhist practices guide in the link in the description below.